هذا انت ادريس؟
لو قلت مالك نسيت المعلم تاعكم ولك تنهنقك تا
يعطيك الصحة ادريس.
ميرسي خويا.
يا قولوا لي مش اللي تحومتك هاوليكم هذا هو ادريس شونتك ولا محاجة
صافا
بتاع راس من تما صافا
موجود يا ادريس.
ايوا
واش راك منزل عشاك فرحانة؟ قول شفتي يماك
هذا هو جانا اللي حكيت لك.
هكذا قول جاكم عالم ولا امام شونتير برك هذا.
شاك تقول هكا؟
سمي على هادي مريضة انتيا اطلعي قدامي.
ادريس انا فاهم
باش ناكلو
راني متشهي بقلاو
خلاوة. اوهو
بقى لي نوع صح.
غادي انتي
Hello, viewers. In our next episode, you will see a beautiful and meaningful story. One afternoon, a boy named Hamza was walking home from school. Hamza was a kind, polite, and honest boy who lived with his parents in a small and peaceful town. His family was simple, and even though they were not very rich, they were happy and respected honesty and kindness in their lives. Every day after school, Hamza walked along the same road to reach his home. On his way, he enjoyed watching the busy market, the small shops, and the people moving around doing their daily work. Sometimes he also liked to see children playing and shopkeepers talking with customers, which made the road feel lively and interesting. As he was walking that day, Hamza suddenly noticed something lying on the ground near a bench beside the road. At first, he was curious and slowly walked closer to see what it was. When he reached near the bench, he saw a brown wallet lying there quietly on the ground. Hamza picked up the wallet and looked around carefully, thinking someone might be searching for it. But the road was busy and no one seemed to be worried about a missing wallet. Hamza then opened the wallet to see if he could find any information about the owner. Inside the wallet, there was a large amount of money, a few cards, and an ID card. When Hamza looked at the ID card, he saw the picture of an old man named Mr. Rahman. Hamza stood there for a moment and started thinking. He quietly said to himself, "This money could help my family." His father worked very hard every day, but their family still struggled sometimes because they were not wealthy. For a brief moment, Hamza felt tempted to keep the money. However, just then he remembered the advice his father always gave him. His father often said, "Always be honest, even when no one is watching." Those words were very important to Hamza, and he respected them deeply. After thinking carefully, Hamza closed the wallet and made the right decision. He decided that he must return the wallet to its real owner. He looked again at the address written on the ID card and began walking toward that street. It took him some time to reach the place because it was a little far from the market. Finally, after walking for a while, he found the house that matched the address. Hamza walked up to the door and gently knocked. After a few moments, the door opened and an old man appeared. The man looked worried and tired, as if he had been searching for something for a long time. Hamza politely asked, "Are you Mr. Rahman?" The old man quickly replied, "Yes, I am." Hamza smiled kindly and said, "Sir, I found this wallet on the road. I think it belongs to you." As soon as the old man saw the wallet, his eyes opened wide with surprise and relief. "My wallet," he said with emotion. "I lost it this morning and I was very worried about it." He looked inside and was very thankful that everything was still there. Feeling grateful, he took out some money and tried to give it to Hamza as a reward for his honesty. But Hamza politely stepped back and said, "Thank you, sir, but I don't need any reward. I only wanted to return what belongs to you." The old man smiled warmly and said with kindness, "Your parents must be very proud of you. Honest children like you make the world a better place." Later that evening, when Hamza reached home, he told his parents the whole story. His father listened carefully and then smiled with pride. He placed his hand on Hamza's shoulder and said, "You did the right thing, my son. Honesty is more valuable than money, and good character will always bring respect." Hamza felt very happy and peaceful that day. He knew in his heart that he had done something truly good. From that moment, he understood even more clearly that being honest always brings respect, trust, and happiness in life. After hearing his father's words, Hamza felt proud and peaceful inside. His mother also smiled warmly and praised him for his honesty. She said, "Good actions always bring blessings in life." That evening, the whole family felt happy, not because of money, but because Hamza had done the right thing. The next morning, Hamza went to school as usual. He did not tell anyone about what had happened because he did not think it was something to show off. For him, it was simply the right thing to do. However, later that day, something unexpected happened. During the afternoon, the school principal entered Hamza's classroom with a gentle smile on his face. Beside him was an old man whom Hamza immediately recognized. It was Mr. Rahman. The students looked curious, wondering why the principal had brought a visitor into the class. The principal spoke kindly to the students and said, "Today I want to share a wonderful example of honesty with all of you." Then he looked at Hamza and called him to the front of the class. Hamza felt a little shy but slowly walked toward the teacher. Mr. Rahman smiled and said, "This young boy returned my wallet yesterday. It had all my important cards and money inside. I was very worried when I lost it, but Hamza found it and returned it honestly without asking for anything in return." All the students looked at Hamza with surprise and admiration. The principal continued speaking and said, "Honesty is one of the most valuable qualities a person can have. Hamza has shown us that doing the right thing is more important than gaining money." The whole class started clapping for Hamza. He felt a little shy but also very happy. The principal then gave Hamza a small certificate of appreciation to recognize his honesty and good character. When Hamza returned to his seat, his classmates smiled at him, and some of them even told him that they were proud of him. Hamza simply smiled quietly because he knew that the real reward was the happiness he felt inside. That day, Hamza learned an important lesson that he would remember for the rest of his life. True happiness does not come from money or rewards. It comes from doing what is right and being honest in every situation. And this is why people say that honesty always brings respect, trust, and happiness.